this, our leading teacher was guided, Imam Muhammad was guided to the books that he was guided to and brought us messages from those books, right? All right? We didn't know the Quran until Imam Muhammad brought that Quran to us and taught us the Quran. Am I correct? We had it in our homes. I had one on my mantelpiece. I didn't know how to read it, but it's set up on my mantelpiece, all right? So we had it, but we weren't reading. And those who did read didn't understand it. Not like it was when Imam Muhammad brought the message to us. But it's the same thing. All right, it's the same thing today. All right, we're guided to certain information, and I'm obligated to bring that I'm guided to you. Now, what you do with it is up to you. The asset column is your column. It's money you control. So now, the asset column is your column. It's money you control. Now, assets and liabilities. Quick quiz. Robert Kiyosaki's definition of an asset. What is an asset?
Puts money in your pocket.
There you go. So, if an asset puts money in your pocket, what is a liability?
Take money out.
It's just as simple as that. All right? No, nothing. You don't need a PhD to understand these. These are simple, basic concepts. All right? But it can make a whole difference in your world, in your life, in terms of handling your finances. Truly, it can. All right? All right, so your assets should pay for your liabilities. And what he was saying is, whatever you have in that asset column, when you get ready to go out and spend on liabilities, your assets should pay for your liabilities. So if you acquire something, so say you acquire a building, a piece of real estate, and you pay all the expenses on the real estate, and you now have money coming in from that real estate each month, you may be clearing $1,000 a month from that real estate. Then you use that $1,000 a month to pay for a car or pay for other liabilities, right? You still have the asset. You didn't have to go into debt to get the car or whatever it is you're paying for. Okay, that's what we're trying to get to. Okay, so your assets should pay for your liabilities. All right. Now, isn't that a good thing to know that you don't have to go into debt to live? You don't. You don't have to. All right. Now, there's such thing as good debt and bad debt, and I'll talk about that later on. But what I'm talking about is going into debt where you're going to pay for things that are like commodities, particularly things that lose value. You know, a car, you buy a car, and you just make down payment on the car. And you drive the car off the lot, and you've lost 25% value on the car just from driving off the lot. Okay? Now, let me tell you the book I'm using. This book is the book I'm using from Robert Kiyosaki. It's called Increase Your Financial IQ, Getting Smarter with Your Money. Now, this is probably the third or fourth book he wrote. The first two were Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all right, and The Cash Flow Quadrant. Now, I've been teaching out of both these books for the last year or so. And I have copies of these books available if you'd like to purchase one after I get through the presentation sometime today. All right? But, now I don't have a copy of this one, but you can just go to Amazon if you want. You can get the others from Amazon too. You don't have to get them from me. Okay? You can go to Amazon and get those too. But you can get this from Amazon, and it's Increase Your Financial IQ. And what Mr. Kiyosaki says is just like all of us have an academic IQ, an IQ means, what does IQ mean? There you go. All right. Just like we all have an academic IQ, we all have a financial IQ. All right? And you feed it, and you learn, and you improve it, just like you do academics. All right? And you can do it in a formal setting, or you can do it in an informal setting, the way we're doing it now. And if you want an example of one who was self-taught, just look at our leader, Imam Muhammad. You know, he said he only had 3 hours of a college education. Just 3 hours from Luke College. That's the college I graduated from. All right? All right? 3 hours. So, but how did he become educated? He was self-taught. He picked up books. He read the books. He prayed for understanding before he read. And he continued to do that. All right? He was self-taught. There are many people who are self-taught. I'll use another example. Let's go to the business world or go to the technology world. Michael Dell. What did Michael Dell invented? How many know what Michael Dell invented? Dell computers. Dell computers. I have a Dell. How many of y'all have a Dell computer? Okay.
Dell?
Good. Yeah. Dell computer. They got to look at it. You know Michael Dell, when he invented the computers, did he graduate from college?
No.
No. No, he didn't. Bill Gates, head of Microsoft. He's retired now. He got so many billions, you know, he'll never spend it all. All right. He gives money away. He gives more money away now. You know, he gives a lot of money away. Him and his wife. All right. Did Bill Gates graduate from college? What college did he go first? What university did he go to? It was Ivy League. He went to Ivy League school. He went to Harvard. He went to Harvard. Did he graduate?
No.
No. He dropped out. But look at where he is today. All right. The guy who invented Facebook. What's his name? No, not Facebook. Not Facebook. The guy who's invented Facebook. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg. What school did he go to? Harvard. Did he graduate? No. Facebook just went public. You know how wealthy he is now? All right. And he started Facebook where? In the college dorm. No, not in the garage. In his college dorm. That's when he started Facebook. I'm using all these examples to say this. You can be self-taught. It doesn't have to be in a formal setting. They were in a university. But he didn't get this in a classroom. He didn't start Facebook or social network in no classroom. He did it in his dorm room. All right. Steve Jobs. Now we're going to Steve Jobs. Apple computer, right?
Right.
You know these devices I'm using? This is you know what this is?
iPad.
It's an iPad. My phone is an iPhone. Those are all Apple products. This what's going on with what the brother was using. This is Apple TV. I'm going to teach on this. But all these are Apple products. All right? They work. They're excellent. They're good tools to use. Now, Steve Jobs has passed away, but Apple is now the most recognized, the most valuable brand in the world right now. The most valuable brand in the world is Apple computers. Did you know one time they fired Steve Jobs? Yeah, from his own company he started. Okay. But they couldn't wait to get him back.
That's right.
You know, they couldn't wait to get him back. Because the company started going down. In fact, unless they had got him back, Apple was getting ready to fail. All right. Did Steve Jobs graduate from college? No. He did, but he went back. Remember his talk, he went back. He went back to Stanford. But he didn't. But he dropped out. And started Apple. He went back. Because he wanted it for himself. Not because he needed it. Yes, sir.
I want to make a point. They said Apple is worth $500 billion. That's more than the country of, what do you call that? Poland.
Yeah.
It's one company got more wealth than that whole country.
That's correct. That's correct. Well, that's what I say. It's the most valuable brand out there now. It's Apple. All right. He's changed the way. Apple's changed the way we buy music. It's changed the way a lot of things we do. Use computers. You know, I didn't even know what a tablet computer was until they came up with the iPad. All right. And I have no problem embracing technology. Inshallah, I'm going to do a first Sunday presentation on technology. All right. Not just on it, but how to apply it and use it, and more importantly, how to make some money from it. All right. So inshallah, let's go on. This book, Mr. Kiyosaki says he has 5 financial IQs. They're here. IQ 1, making more money. And that's what we're going to talk about today. IQ 2, protecting your money. IQ 3, budgeting your money. Now, that's what we did in the last 2 or 3 first Sundays. We talked about budgeting your money. IQ 4, leveraging your money. And then IQ number 5, improving your financial information. Okay? Those are the 5 financial IQs that Mr. Kiyosaki has laid out. How many people know, my wife tell me, I was on the Lifeline. How many people know what the Lifeline is? It's a call-in that Imam Rasul has out of Michigan, right? I was the presenter on a Saturday. And I spoke about who Robert Kiyosaki is. My wife said, "Don't you get tired of saying that? Don't people know?" I said, "No, everybody. You just assume everybody."